And we are joined by QB1 Cam Ward. How did it feel out there today? 259 first-half pass yards.
It feel great for me and the offense to come out and showcase what we've been going through this spring, the changes that we've all made personally, to be able to come out, do it in front of the fans one time for the spring ball. It feels good.
Cam, what I wanted to see out of you was a bit of growth, and I think I'm seeing that, man. You look comfortable out there. You have a new offensive coordinator, but it seems like you really understand what's going on. How have you grown this past year?
I've grown tremendously from Coach Buck coming in, implementing my consistency, my drive style was the main focus for me going into this spring game. So just being able to showcase what I did, being able to grow more for a mental football player. You surround yourself around dogs like KY and Kales right here. You're going to be able to make plays.
Yeah, who's next to you right now?
It's Kyle Woods right here, new transfer from UNLV. My man's, tell me your name. Josh Kelly, Fresno State, yes, sir.
How have the new receivers been for you, aside from great guys to each shoulder of you?
They've been good. Being able to learn the offense at a fast pace, which they did. Being able to just showcase early on what those two guys are about. They're deep ball threats. They can make games in the intermediate. They can make plays in the intermediate game, make plays in quick games. So it's good to have those guys I can rely on.
Cam, you can see the chemistry between you and your receivers when they're standing next to you, messing with you, but when you're throwing the football down the field. How quickly did you feel like these guys got acclimated to the system and what it's like out here in the Palouse?
Really, before I met them, all I seen was the film. Once the film never lie. So as soon as I seen that film of them, and then we offered them, I was like, all we need to do is get them here. They're going to continue to make plays for us going into the season.
You come here with Eric Morris. He's now in Denton, Texas, and you've got a new offensive coordinator in Ben Arbuckle. What's it like for you to work with somebody new? You were so familiar with the scheme and all that Coach Morris was, and now you've got somebody new here.
It feels good. From Coach Arbuckle knowing me already because of my past to UIW. He even recruited me once I hit the portal to go to WKU. So it's crazy how everything works in mysterious ways. So, I'm just grateful for Coach Arbuckle to be in my life, be able to teach me more about the game each and every day, and also Coach Coos, one of our assistants of Coach Buck. So those two guys have been real big-time mentors to me, and I'm just excited to see how far they can take me on my journey.
The guys with the football in their hands usually get the love, the quarterbacks, the receivers, the running backs. But talk about this offensive line and your expectations for that group.
I think you can see today the O-line has made tremendous leaps going from last season. We had new transfers in Essa, Christie up front. So being able to have a veteran guy like KG at center, hold it down, make sure everyone's right. They're always in the film room. That's one thing about the O-line. They always want to work harder. KG's the wolf in that group. He makes sure everyone is around him. So just being able to have those guys block for me up front, I feel safe in everything.
Hey, Carlos Hernandez just caught a touchdown. We saw Kyle Williams and we saw Josh Kelly to each of your shoulder. Hernandez is another new one. DT Sheffield as well, right? And then maybe new roles for some returners. Zion Nunnally in particular, who had a really big game today. The receiving corps, mentioned the offensive line. There are a lot of guys they're either new to campus or they need to do bigger things. How have they evolved? How have they been for you in practice this spring ball?
They've been great. And the thing about those guys, they always keep a chip on their shoulder. They're always one of the first guys to get in the building. They always want to learn the offense, especially from Zion. Yeah, I've seen him take leaps from what he did last season. He's going up. He's winning 50-50 balls. DT, he's one of our explosive players downfield. We really just tell him to run straight. Can't nobody stay in front of him. And Carlos being able to come in, he hasn't even graduated high school yet. The way he's learned the offense, he's got better each and every day, and it's just exciting to see.
Well, we got the quarterback, so we've been talking a lot about the offense, but talk about this defense, man. You got Brennan Jackson, got RJ over there. Lots of competition in that secondary. What's it like going against them every day in the spring?
They get me and the O-line better every day. It's hard for us to run outside zone, be able to go play action passes with those two guys on the edge. Even their backups like Ram and Eddie out there. So RJ and Brennan, they're a key piece to our team. They're a key piece to what we're going to do on the defense. And just a safety position, Sam, the growth that he's made from last season to this season. Reese Sylvester, one of the young guys, he's finally stepped up. Bryce Gray stepped up. So I'm just excited to see what the secondary can do and what the D-line can do.
Well, you leave a big impression here in the spring game. 259 yards in the half, 12 of 16 passing, no picks, right? The touchdown. We'll let you take the headset off and get to summer. What are your goals this summer before fall camp?
This summer is really just having consistency with myself in the film room and my drops, and just being able to have time in with the new receivers. It's a lot of time we don't really get the one-on-one time that we really need because we're always doing routes on airs and stuff like that. So now we finally have time in the summer, get everyone right, be able to have some team camaraderie activities. So just be able to create a bond around those guys.
Thank you, Cam. Thanks for the time, buddy.
Thank y'all for having me.